August 10th, 2025. Gainbridge Fieldhouse brimmed with electricity as the Indiana Fever, riding a late-season surge, welcomed the Chicago Sky in a matchup crucial to playoff positioning, with star point guard Caitlin Clark still sidelined by groin injury. Head coach Stephanie White entrusted her system and rotation to weather Chicago's veteran onslaught. As the opening tip fell just after 7 p.m., both teams understood that their next player-up ethos and defensive resolve would determine the outcome of this Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky showdown. Welcome to Gintotski Sports, your spot for all things sports. From legendary moments and big-time plays to inspiring stories and deep dives, we bring you the content that keeps the game alive. If you love sports as much as we do, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. The first quarter unfolded as a showcase of veteran firepower and early adjustments. Chicago's Rachel Banham knocked down a deep wing three within the first minute, and followed with a smooth mid-range jumper to seize a 6-2 lead. But Indiana answered emphatically. Aliyah Boston bullied her way to the rim for back-to-back post hooks, and Kelsey Mitchell, spotting an early rhythm, buried 2 pull-up triples before the period's midpoint. A late sequence saw Sophie Cunningham catch and release a corner 3, tying the game at 25-16 by the horn. The Fever's ability to absorb Chicago's opening punch and strike back set the tone for a contest defined by runs and counter-runs. In the second quarter, Indiana seized control through unselfish ball movement and perimeter precision, threaded a no-look pass to Cunningham for a transition layup, igniting a 10-0 Fever run that flipped a 4-point deficit into a 36-29 advantage. By halftime, Indiana had poured in 48 points on 51.5% shooting, buoyed by Mitchell's 26 points and Lexie Hull's 17. Her perfect 4 for 4-night from three-point range, stretching Chicago's defense to its breaking point. Chicago managed just 37% from the field in the period, as Indiana's pack line principles began to suffocate the Sky spacing. After the break, Chicago attempted to storm back. Early in the third quarter, the Sky cut Indiana's lead to 48-43 on a Banham drive-in kick for Maddy Westbeld's corner triple. But the Fever responded with a decisive 8-0 run capped by Mitchell's buzzer-beating jumper from the elbow, giving Indiana its first 20-point cushion. Boston's spin and bank layup and Hull's late triple extended the margin to 74-54 before Chicago would answer again. Over the full quarter, Indiana held the Sky to under 34% shooting, highlighting the surge of the Fever's help side rotations and transition defense intensity. In the final period, Chicago's resilience showed in flashes. Quick double-clutch layup and Banham's pull-up tray trimmed the lead to 80-68 midway through the frame. Yet Indiana's balanced attack refused to let the game slip away, orchestrated 2 fast break assists that led directly to buckets, while Cunningham stepped back from 17 feet, reasserted a 14-point cushion. As the clock dwindled, free throws from Mitchell and Boston secured the 92-70 win, extending the Fever's win streak to 6 games and cementing their claim to home court advantage in the first round. Looking deeper, Indiana's triumph was powered by an 18-turnover feast, which yielded 27 transition points and kept Chicago on its heels. The Fever dished 33 assists, nearly matching their made field goals, and attacked the offensive glass for 14 second-chance points. Mitchell's 26 points were matched by Hull's 17 and Boston's 15, while Cunningham added 16, demonstrating the roster's depth beyond Clark's absence. Chicago's bench, conversely, contributed just 12 points, a gulf that underscored the Sky's thin rotation on this night. Indiana's strengths stem from a versatile front line and backcourt synergy. Boston's ability to command double teams in the paint created kickouts for perimeter sharps. Playmaking ignited both half-court sets and transition bursts. Yet, without Clark's steadying presence, the Fever can struggle in static half-court environments against teams that clog the paint and force contested mid-ranges. To refine their blueprint, Indiana should integrate more 17-foot pick-and-pop actions for Boston, Sprinkle in staggered off-ball screens for Hull and Cunningham, and drill offensive rebounding fundamentals to secure second-chance opportunities against aggressive interior defenses. In her war room sessions, Coach White will spotlight the third-quarter pack line rotations that generated 2 steals and stifled Chicago spacing, turning them into live shell drills that stress gap integrity and recovery footwork. Offensively, Indiana will install staggered slip screen sequences for Hull and Cunningham, coupled with mid-range pop actions for Boston at the elbow, deepening their playbook against clamoring defenses. Situational scrimmages, practicing up 5 with 2 minutes remaining, aim to forge the composure needed for playoff finishes. For Chicago, the Sky's veteran core remains their anchor. Banham's deep range and mid-range craft threaten any pack line, while the adaptable footwork inside offers inside-out balance. However, 18 turnovers and 33% three-point shooting revealed a breakdown in ball screen coverages and shot selection under pressure. The Sky must refine drop coverage principles, anchoring their interior deterrent, and weave elevator screen and dribble handoff slip sets for Banham and Westbeld to restore spacing. Strengthening bench contributions, perhaps by weaving in reserve sharpshooters earlier, will also guard against second-half collapses. Chicago staff will convene split-screen reviews of their turnover vectors, isolating moments in ball screen breakdowns and late clock sets. Defensive drills will enforce sub-2-second recoveries in drop coverage, and offensive patterns will incorporate Princeton cuts and rapid elevator screens for Banham. Bench integration scrimmages will pair Westbeld and reserve guard in rebounding and closeout scenarios, cultivating the trust that late-game rotations demand. As the final horn echoed, Kelsey Mitchell reflected, "We trust our system and our teammates to make the right reads. When we share the ball and commit to defense, we find our strength." Veteran analyst Doris Burke lauded the performance as a blueprint for championship teams. Cohesive defense, unselfish offense, and depth that withstands any absence. With the Fever poised to lean into home court advantage and the Sky scrambling to shore up their identity, the stage is set for the drama of the postseason, as both franchises prepare to test which blueprint will carry them deepest when the stakes could not be higher. Thanks for watching Gintotski Sports. If that video hit home or gave you something to think about, drop a like and let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that bring the heart of sports to life. Until next time, stay inspired and keep chasing greatness.